Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss one of the key prominent issue, which is not an issue, that is an option. But if you go for that option, you have a 100% success chance in your product delivery. Your product is going to be more efficient, your product going to be more workable, and that is a software code review. Many people ask, are you insane? Developing a software will take a month, reviewing a software again take a month, redeveloping again take a month. So are we eventually going to get a software or not? You will. Code review is not like redeveloping. Code review is not like breaking the software and trying to make it more and more and more and more and more better. Code review is making it more efficient with the version which we have right now. Code reviewer are those people which help you to make the system efficient, workable, maintainable, doable. So it is something like they are there for you and they are really helping you out in the whole scenario. And that's the same is going to happen today. So let's deep dive in the system and see how these people are helping us to make a 100% success scenario. Here we go. So how to find a best code reviewer or a best dev for a code reviewer? Definitely finding that type of person is still a challenge, and that we are going to scope out or work up today. But along with finding, first we will deep dive and see why code reviewing, what is the important, what is the benefit, and then proceed accordingly. Okay guys, so let's start with some visualization. So this picture you can see, like there is a mountain in the desert which someone need to climb, clap, 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 clap. What is the issue you see here? Now the mountain which you can see in the picture is not a structured. They have a different way to work out. They are not in a proper manner, and this is the job of a code reviewer. The code which they get, many times they are not structured because many people are working on it in their own way of method. Many people are organized, working on it in their own understanding. They are using their own way of queries. They are using their own way of authentication, own way of APIs, and many more things. So code reviewer is the one who actually review the code, who climb this mountain step by step. But his job is to not break the code. His job is to make it more efficient. His job is to find a more easy, more straightforward and more good way for the same. And that the same they are trying and they are willing to do it out. So do you know Standis Group, who actually create some reports about all the software peoples and the parties, what they claim? Like 31% of our softwares which we get developed, they are cancelled during the development process. And 52% of the softwares are over budget. 52, more than 50%. Like actually almost the second software or almost all software are over budget. Why? Because we run out of our SAP session. We do redevelopment, we do many things, but we never go for code reviewing, and that is the biggest issue here. But try to understand, if you work on the code reviewing, you are actually working and making better functionality, performance, reliability, availability, maintainability, and many more. So on the longer run, code review is something which make a system more efficient, doable, and workable way. Now, what type of code reviewing are available right now? So this is just a bird eye view. We can say two categories are there. We need to go in a deep dive into same, but the two categories are verification and validation. Verification and validation. Now we have to understand what is verification and validation. Many times what happen, like people get confused. People can understand like testers are code reviewers. They think like if we have a tester, so tester job is to review the code, but no, testers are there for validation, not verification. Testers duty is to understand and make sure all the use cases are working. Testers duty is to make sure all the system is working as it needed by the document, by the client. But verification, that is the duty of a code reviewer. What its duty is to verify the requirement, to verify the design, to verify the test plan, test cases, and to verify the code structure, to verify the efficient way, to verify how the authentication has been done, to verify how the securities has been kept. Many test cases do not actually take care about the security, but in verification we do take care of that. So verification stand for code reviewing. Validation stand for code testing. This is something we need to understand. So as we already know what is the code review is now. Code review is like understanding the code, making it efficient. So what are the importance? The importance are very good. This is for short term and for long term. Number one, they help us to ensure like logic is implemented in the most efficient and the way it needed. Number two, they work as per the design functionality implementation document requirement. So internally they see which all documents or which all functions are implemented, are they in the condition of implementing or not. Number five, they actually create or make sure like a standard organizational structure is being maintained, and which what help is that like in the future if you onboard new people on the team, or in the future if you get the new person, new team, or new sources to work around, if everything is structured, everything is proper, they don't take more time to understand. They will just see things are proper and they will work around. So this is a good thing for that. Structured code review session can help you to maintain the code, maintain the software at a low price on a longer run, because in the future if you keep adding new and new thing, and if the code is not proper, the structure is not proper, it will get lost. Like there would be an issue sometime someday in the future. So that is resolved, and they definitely help to create a test cases. On a longer run also, code reviewing help you to maintain, to make, and to make the system more efficient, and that's what the duty of code review is. So what are pre-requirement of code reviewing? Pre-requirements are, you can't just give them like, okay, this is the software, do it out. And it is always said like the early we do the code review, it is more better. For example, like you should not wait for the whole first iteration of your software to come up and then do the review. You should do it out in the phase-wise phase, like the first phase or first functionality, put it in the pre-production, do the code review, work it out, then go for the production. Second functionality, put it in the pre-production, do the review, do the thing, and then go for that particular production. However, the creep or the basic requirement is like they should know or they should review the requirement document, they should know and they should review the design document, and they should know and they should actually review the test cases and test plan, because these things will only help them to make sure what they are reviewing is according to the client requirement. So what type of code reviewers process is available? Definitely we have two type of process, automated and manual. What's the difference and why we can't use only one for all? The difference is very standard. Automated means automatic, manual means a person is doing it. What automated do? Automated help you to actually work around on a lower hanging fruit. They help you to resolve some of the standard errors, like SQL injections or cross-site scripting, and these type of security risk are been resolved. They follow a standard structure, they follow a standard method, and they give you report accordingly. But manual don't lose its importance here, because the code is written always on the logical method. There are some pre-logic conditions, there are some post-logic conditions, there are some internal page requirement, there are some management need to be done. So what manual do? Manual actually help you to make those logic, those cross connections and those things more efficient. So it is like manual is playing a role of brain and automated is playing a role of duty. For example, they make sure like we follow a standard structure, but manual make sure like we have an efficient logic, efficient way of workaround, and efficient system to need it out. So for a smart reviewing, you need both, and you should go for both together. So now how to find a best software code reviewer? Now we are on our second phase, like we saw the mountain, we saw like what are the importance of the mountain, we saw like how the mountain create a difference, we saw like how to make it good, we know everything. But what type of person should be that? Can my developer be my code reviewer? No, your developer is not your tester, so your developer can't be a code reviewer. So what type of person should be a code reviewer? Number one, a competent code reviewer, like a competent code reviewer should be a competent developer first. Definitely. If you know how to drive a car, then only you can teach. If you know how to run a business, that's only you can teach. If you have experience, then only you can be a perfect person for that. You never go to a person and say, like, who don't know how to drive something and tell him, okay, teach me. He may give you some lectures, but he can't teach you practicality. Similarly, the code reviewer need to be a perfect developer. He should be an experienced developer. He should be a person who has actually worked on many projects together. He should be a person who has worked on many complex projects together. Try to understand, making a software in a small scenario, in a small use case is not that tough, but just that use case, scaling it to 1,000 people is actually 10 times more tougher. So a code reviewer should be a person who know how to scale up the thing, who know what issues will come when you scale up, who know how to maintain those things, and that is its first personality or some quality which you need to see. Number 2, smart code reviewer understands software defect prevention well. Now again, what are software defect prevention? Try to understand with a logical point of view. You create a software, you put up the requirement, developer follow up the requirement, but they generally follow a success ratio. They follow the path where success is being taken care. They follow the process where success is need to be achieved, because that is their role and duty. But a code reviewer knows what are the non-success cases are there, what are the prevention which we need to take, what are the security risk, what are the functionality risk, what are the matters which we need to consider, and that all thing is also need to be understood by code reviewer. Expert peer code reviewer must be a good leader. Now again, code reviewer is not a tester. Code reviewer is not a project manager. Code reviewer is a senior person in the development whose role is to make the code more efficient and more workable. So his role is not just to make an Excel sheet and put down all the reviews and feedback or something like that. His role is try to understand the perspective of the developer, try to understand why they have written that, find out the efficient way, and then explain that to the developer like they have to make it in that way. And that is like he need to take the developer in confidence. So code reviewer need to be a good leader, because he need to deal with the understanding of the developer and make sure like he understand his requirement, he understand his system, he understand what he need and how he need. So code reviewer need to be a leader. Number 4 and very much important, code reviewer must know all the security risk of a software. Tester cannot create all the security aspect test cases, but code reviewer can. They have to understand the injections, they have to understand the XML entities, cross-site scripting, and different vulnerability, insecure, decentralization, and many more aspects. These all are the standard security risks which a code reviewer's duty is to understand, aspect, and implement within the software to work around, and that is what they need to take care. Overall, now we know what is the benefit of code review. Now we know how we can do it out. Now we know what type of person is the correct person. So do go with the code reviewer and do make sure your software meet all the things which are needed. Still, if you need any help, any suggestion, any free report, any code review free session, definitely let us know, because we hold expertise in the same. We already had reviewed 50 to 60 new projects and helped them to reach the success, and the same we can provide you in the same. So looking forward to have a discussion with you anytime, anywhere. You can just contact us. All the detail is mentioned below. But still, my suggestion is always go for development, documentation, code review, and testing. These 4 are the key pillars of success which you need to consider and work around. Thank you. Have a great day.